श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितातीर केसरी वेदांताचार्य Bhagavani Sanidhatam Sangha. My topic today is Kamasikashtakam, which is one of Swami Desikan's works. Kama means desire and Asika means seat. So Kamasika means seated by his own desire, Swa-Sankalpa. This Lord is Sri Kamasika Narasimha, the presiding deity of Tiruvallur, which is about half a mile away in the southeastern direction of Tiruvallur. Tiruvallur is the birthplace of Swami Desikan. In Tamil, Vel means wish, and Irukkai means preside or seated. Tiru refers to Lakshmi Shri, who is inseparable from Peetam. Put together we get Tiruvallur, which means the abode chosen by Peetam and Pirati by their Sankalpa. This Peetam has been sung by Peyarva and Tirumangayarva also. Now this temple is situated in the southern side of river Vedavati and follows the Vaikhanasa Agama. This temple has a Dvajastamba, Garudara Sanati, followed by the Divya Mangala Vigrahas of Sri Rama, Seni Mudaliyar, Peyarva, Peyarva, Nammarva, Tirumangayarva, Ramanujacharya and Manamara Mahamudra. The Moolavar is seated in a yoga pose called the Paryanta Bandhan, and the Utsava, Mukundanayakan, is flanked by Shrudevi and Gurudevi. This Vimanam goes by the name Kanaka Vimanam, and the Peetam is known as Kanaka Peetam. The Taya of the Kshetram is Amrita Vitaya, seated on a silver lotus and has a separate sunnah. The outer prakara has sannadhis of Anda and Chakratarva. There is also a garden called Pragata Loka. Swami Desikan has composed a beautiful Ashtakam followed by Falastuti in praise of this Narasimha. He begins the sloka with the Mangala Sasana. We hear the Mangala Sasana. Uttaram Bhagam Vegavatyaksha Dakshinam Kaman Adivasanjiya Kashchita Advaitha Kesari. Swami Desikan uses the word Advaitha Kesari for this Lord. Advaita means something which has never happened before. It is unique, special, awesome, full of wonder. And what is something which is new happened is this Lord has a lion face and the body of a man, so which is something which nobody has ever seen before. So that is why he uses the word Advaitha Kesari for this Lord. This form of Bhagavan is celebrated in the last section of the Vedas, namely the Upanishads. And where is he? At the south of river Vedavati, he resides willingly for his devotees. This is what Swami Desikan conveys in the first sloka. Let's hear the second sloka. In this sloka, Swami Desikan refers to his eyes. Tapana Indu Agni Narinana. Tapan Apachinotunah Tapaniya Rasyana Sada Kamasika. So he says, Swami Desikan says, our Kamasika Narasimhan has 3 eyes, which are in the form of the sun, moon and fire. In Tamil, he is also referred to as Mukkanappan, and he is the essence of Narasimha Tamiliya Upanishad. Swami Desikan prays to this Lord, Sri Kamasikashtakam, the Peetam of the Kshetram, to burn the 3 tapas of the samsara that result with his 3 eyes. The tapas are Adhyatmikam, belonging to the individual, such as headache, cold, desire, fear, etc. Adibhautikam, those resulting from other bhutas, such as birds, animals, other people, etc. And Adidevikam, those resulting from devatas, such as from the wind, sun, rain, etc. Move on to the 3rd sloka. Adi Purusha. Up until the neck is Adi Purusha, spoken in the Vedas. Upali Kantiram, above the neck is the lion. Kuntita Arati is the vanquisher of the enemy of Hiranyakashipu. Vega Upakanta Sangat, desirous of residing close to the banks of the river Vegavati. Vimukta Vaikunta Bahumati, the Supreme Lord, renounced even Vaikunta, Upasi, and worship him. So we see in this sloka, the 3rd sloka, Swami Desikan is referring to Narasimha Avatara, wherein he comes to protect Prahlada and other devotees from Hiranyakashipu. This is one of the rahasyas of his incarnation. Swami Desikan has explained about this in detail in one of his other works also, Sharanagati Deepika. In this current shloka, he praises this aspect of Bhagavan and seeks his protection. He says, the Lord appears in this Archamurti form in many of the Divya Kshetrams out of his sheer mercy towards us, so that he can be easily accessible to us. And this Bhagavan, Kamasikashtakam, gave up Sri Vaikuntham and chose to reside in this Kshetra to stay among his devotees. He finds this more joyous than the luxury of Sri Vaikuntham. 4th sloka. Bandhu Akhilasya Janto is a relative of all. Swami Desikan says that the Lord is the kith and kin of everybody. In the second line, he says, Bandhu Paryanka Bandharamaniyam. The Lord here sits in a yoga posture called the Paryanka Bandhan. And third line he says Vishama Vilochana Niti. referring to the Lord's eyes once again. He says this Lord has odd-numbered eyes. The second sloka we saw the attributes of his eyes. They represent the hot sun, the cool moon and the resplendent fire. So Swami Desika praises this Narasimhan who loves to play on the sands of the sandbanks of the river Devar. Next sloka. Literal meaning of the sloka is controlling the devas in their respective positions. He has everybody's senses subservient to his will. He faces west, wearing the band in Paryanka Yogasana posture. The Lord is seated in a manner to teach this yoga to those who go to him. May the Lion of Tiruvallur fulfill the wishes of all the worlds. So in this sloka, actually this sloka, if you notice, it is in a different meter, which is called Sarpuda Peetam meter, and reminds of the powerful movements of the lion or tiger. Swami Desikan prays to this Kamasika Narasimhan to bless the people of the world and grant them all their desired goods. Swami describes the Lord facing west. He sits in Paryangasana in Tiruvallur and appears in this yogi's posture, giving the impression that he is ready to teach his devotees the secrets of yoga that require knowledge about the firm control of the five vayus, namely the prana, apana, samana, Gnana and Gnana. So, in this sloka, he describes the Lord sitting in Paryangasana at Tiruvallur and in a yogic posture, giving the impression that he is ready to teach his devotees the secrets of yoga that require knowledge about the firm control of the five vayus, namely the prana, apana, samana, udhana and Gnana. He also appears to indicate to them the firm way to control the 5 Karmendriyas and the 5 Jnanendriyas as a prerequisite to meditate on. One of the names of Lord Narasimha is Rishikeshan, or the one who has full control over his indriyas. Kamasikashtakam Paryangasana reminds of his yoga acharya role in reaching to his disciples, such as Prahlada, the secrets of yoga to attain his blessings. Swami Desikan is hailed as Kavi Kesari. He is also said Tarka Simha. That means he is a glorious poet, dined among philosophers. He has been acknowledged as a master of phonetics and linguistics. He could create beautiful sounds out of words. He could also read with equal ease and felicity meaningful words out of pure sound. The next 2 slokas is a fine example of this, wherein Swami Desikan evokes the fearsome, the awe-inspiring image of the Jwala Narasimhan. And in these 2 stanzas, which is composed of hard syllables and harsh guttural-sounding consonants, the words are made to sound like the roars of a lion, a very angry lion. Let's hear the sloka. Vikaswara and Nakaswara, drip open by the Vajra-like blossom leaves. So in this sloka, Swami Desikan describes the hands of Lord Narasimha. The Bhagwan's anger really knows no limits when anyone commits apachara towards his devotees. And the sloka, he says, ripped open, when he rips open by his Vajra-like blossom veins, by the blood oozing freely like an ocean from the chest of Hiranya, the arms of the man-lion of Tiruvallur reddened like the evening horizon, arguing about who is the foremost in rescuing, may protect me. So, Lord Narasimha becomes very angry when somebody commits apacharam to his devotees. And this is what Swami Desikan tells here. And this Narasimha Avatara is a typical example of this. And those hands generally compete with each other to protect the devotee and to destroy the enemies of the devotee. If you recall the picture of Lord Narasimha having Hiranyakashipu over the lap, you can see his arms, they are restless. His arms are very eager to tear into the flesh of Hiranyakashipu. They compete with each other to do so. And the shining fingernails of those hands, they tore apart the chest of Hiranyakashipu like a ferocious vajra. And at that time, the blood from the heart of Hiranyakashipu gushed forth and covered the hands of the Lord and gave it the red hue of the sun and dust. Swami Desikan prays, may those powerful hands which compete with each other protect the devotees, protect me always. The next shloka, the 7th shloka. Swami Desikan refers to the Lord here as Kapata-Kesaran. Kapata-Kesaran. Oh magical lion, he says. Kapata-Kesaran. Your face looks fearsome to the agitated me, and your thundering roars make your face so cruel. Your eyebrows rising sharply give the impression of great anger, yet your mercy filtered, mingled beautifully into your lotus-like eyes, as if to suckle the infant son of the demanded grace. So in this sloka, Swami Desikan describes the Lord as he appeared out of the pillar to prove right to his devotee that God is everywhere. His lion face looked so fearsome, with all those agitated mane, and his thundering roars, they made his face look so cruel. The eyebrows rising sharply gave the impression that he is very angry. But yet, in the state of fury, his lotus eyes, when they fell on Prahlada, were full of mercy. It showed his limitless compassion towards his devotees. This is the wonder of Bhagavan's Leela, when his appearance reflects intense anger towards Hiranyakashipu. But yet, at the same time, he makes his appearance to Prahlada one of intense mercy and kindness, reflecting that of a mother feeding her child. This shloka also reminds of an episode where a few disciples asked Swami Ramanuja, how was Prahlada able to approach the Lord when he was boiling with anger over Hiranyakashipu? And Swami replied, even when a lioness is agitated over an elephant, her cub would still be able to drink milk from her. So the cause of Lord Narasimha's anger is because of his compassion, his immeasurable love towards his devotees. So how can then such anger stop him from being approached by the very same devotee? Such is the nature of his daya, of kripa to his devotees. We come to the 8th sloka. When you rescue, what is the use of other rescuers? When you do not rescue, what is the use of other rescuers? So, iti nishchita dehi, with a certain knowledge, Narasimha, I forever take refuge in you. I have taken shelter on the banks of river Giri. So in this sloka, actually Swami Desikan is doing prapati. He is surrendering himself to the lotus feet of Bhagavan. He says Bhagavan is the only one who can protect us. If he does not protect us, no one else can protect us. And if he decides to protect us, we don't need anyone else's protection. He says, if you decide to help me, why should I go to others? If you decide not to help me, what is the use of going to others? Even they cannot help me. Iti nishchitati. Mahavishwas, I trust only you. This way Swami Desikan does prabhati. So it is also fit that we are saved by him alone. And with his firm conviction, Swami Desikan takes eternal refuge under the lotus feet of Lord Narasimha. The firm knowledge that you alone are my Saviour, and he takes permanent refuge in Lord Narasimha as the Lord takes shelter on the banks of the river. The last shloka, the Falastuti. Manner by the 8 hymns composed by Gnana to those who praise even once this Lord of the River Narasimha, who is worshipped by Indra and is destroyer of terrible elephant-like sins, may the Lord fulfill their wishes. So here the 9th and the final sloka of Sri Kamasikashtakam, Swami Desikan tells us that if one chants this sloka, even once, with faith and with devotion, Bhagavan will forgive their sins, even if they are huge like elephants, and will bestow any benefits that the devotee wants. Here he chooses to compare the sins to elephants because he is the lion, Kamasikashtakam, who is going to eliminate the sins. Actually, this is a case of charming poetry. The lion is agitated by the elephant and destroys it. So similarly, Lord Narasimha destroys our sins even if they are as huge as elephants. And he, Lord Narasimha, who is even worshipped by the gods, is pleased with us if we praise him just once. So with this, Advaitha Simhaya, Kalyana Gunashalini, Srimate Venkateshaya, Vedanti Gurave Namaha. Thank you, Swamiji, for giving me this opportunity again to talk here. This provided, I was able to, got an opportunity to learn and understand this beautiful shloka. And it was a joyful experience preparing for today, and also a great pleasure and honor delivering it to all of you. So, my special thanks to Srinidhi sir also for insisting that I speak on this topic. Thank you.